Stop checking your bank account. $12,000 was secretly stolen from your hard-earned savings this year, and you literally signed off on it. There is a 15-second hidden setting on your phone right now that is actively draining your cash every single night while you sleep. Look closely at your bank account right now, because money is leaking out of it without you even realizing. Meet Alex, an average guy making $65,000 a year who felt like he was constantly broke. He wasn't spending on sports cars or designer watches, yet his savings account remained completely frozen. Every single month felt like a financial survival game, leaving him stressed and wondering where his hard-earned cash was vanishing. But by changing just 5 micro-habits, Alex managed to save over $12,000 in a single year without sacrificing his lifestyle. If you stick around until the very end, I'm going to share the single psychological trick in Scene 20 that instantly stopped his impulse buying forever. Alex started his audit with his daily routine, beginning with his morning $5.50 artisanal coffee. He used to think $5 was harmless pocket change that didn't impact his long-term wealth. But when he multiplied $5.50 by 30 days, it totaled $165 a month, or nearly $2,000 every single year. That is equal to a round-trip flight to Europe just spent on paper cups and temporary caffeine rushes. He didn't quit coffee entirely. Instead, he invested in a quality French press and high-grade beans for 40 cents a cup. Impulse buying was Alex's biggest financial enemy whenever he browsed online sales at night. Online stores are optimized to make you click buy now before your rational brain can intervene. To combat this, Alex instituted a strict 72-hour rule for any non-essential purchase over $50. He would add the item to his cart, close the tab, and wait 3 full days before looking at it again. 9 times out of 10, the emotional urge completely faded, saving him hundreds of dollars every month on tech gadgets he didn't actually need. Next, Alex logged into his bank portal and highlighted every recurring monthly charge on his statement. He uncovered 2 gym memberships he stopped using months ago, 3 streaming platforms he rarely opened, and a cloud storage plan he didn't need. These silent leaks were quietly siphoning $140 directly out of his checking account every 30 days. Canceling these ghost subscriptions took him less than 15 minutes of quick administrative work. That small effort put $1,680 right back into his wallet over the course of the year. Supermarkets are engineered like psychological traps designed to maximize every dollar you spend. Alex used to walk in hungry without a list, casually dropping $150 on random groceries that ended up spoiling in his fridge. He shifted his strategy by planning meals around basic sales and buying non-perishable staples in bulk. He also began calculating prices strictly by unit cost rather than looking at the big front label price tag. This simple shift slashed his weekly grocery bill from $150 down to a manageable $85 without changing his nutrition. Traditional budgeting failed Alex repeatedly because tracking every single penny felt exhausting and restrictive. He adopted the pay-yourself-first model, instantly moving 20% of his paycheck into a high-yield savings account the moment he got paid. Whatever money remained in his checking account was his to freely spend without any guilt or complex tracking. Automating this process removed human emotion and willpower from the financial savings equation. Suddenly, saving money wasn't an afterthought. It became his default monthly financial setting. Leaving savings in a traditional big bank checking account paying 0.01% interest is essentially losing money to inflation. Alex transferred his emergency fund into a high-yield savings account earning over 4.5% annual interest. That simple 10-minute online account setup turned his passive savings into an active income generator. On a $10,000 balance, his old bank paid him just $1 a year, while the high-yield account paid him $450 completely hands-free. He was finally making his money work for him instead of letting it sit idle. Eating out at restaurants was consuming over $500 of Alex's monthly income without delivering long-term value. He implemented a rule where he limited restaurant dining to planned social occasions rather than quick weeknight convenience. When he did order food, he opted to pick it up himself, avoiding aggressive delivery fees and service markups that inflated a $15 meal to $32. Cooking simple, high-protein meals at home became a fun skill rather than a boring daily chore. This single lifestyle shift saved him over $300 every single month. Most people assume utility bills and insurance premiums are set in stone, but Alex decided to challenge that assumption. He spent one Tuesday afternoon calling his internet provider, cell carrier, and auto insurance agent. By politely mentioning competitor pricing and asking for loyalty discounts, he lowered his monthly expenses by $85. That single hour spent on the phone yielded him over $1,000 in annualized savings for identical services. Negotiating fixed expenses is the highest leverage financial move you can make because the savings repeat every month automatically. Alex noticed his electric bill spiking during extreme winter and summer months due to poor efficiency habits. He installed a programmable smart thermostat that automatically adjusted temperatures while he was away at work. He swapped out old incandescent bulbs for energy-efficient LEDs and used smart power strips to cut off standby power phantom loads. These minor technical upgrades reduced his monthly power bill by 25%, adding another $40 a month to his savings pile. It proved that small home optimizations compound into massive long-term financial wins. Alex used to buy cheap $15 fast fashion shoes that completely wore out after just 4 months of daily use. Over 2 years, he spent $90 repeatedly replacing cheap footwear that hurt his feet and looked worn down quickly. He switched to buying high-quality, durable leather boots for $160 that could be resold and lasted 5 years. Spending more money up front for item durability is actually cheaper than constantly replacing cheap goods. This buy-it-for-life mindset protected his budget from endless micro-replacements across all household items. When Alex needed furniture for his apartment, he completely bypassed expensive retail showrooms and heavy markups. He searched local online marketplaces for solid wood furniture being sold by people moving out of town quickly. He scored a solid oak dining table for $100 that would have cost over $800 brand new in a retail store. With a tiny bit of cleaning and polish, the second-hand piece looked brand new and added character to his home. Buying pre-owned items for home decor allowed him to live luxuriously on a fraction of a standard budget. Instead of avoiding credit cards out of fear, Alex learned how to leverage them as powerful financial wealth tools. He used one card that offered 3% cash back on groceries and another that gave 5% back on gas purchases. Crucially, he set up automatic full statement balance payments every month to avoid paying a single cent in interest charges. Over 12 months, his regular daily spending generated over $600 in free cashback rewards. He treated credit cards like debit cards, spending only money he already had in his checking account. Whenever something minor broke around the house, Alex used to call expensive handyman services immediately. A simple running toilet or loose cabinet door used to cost him $150 per service call plus parts. He committed to watching free 10-minute online tutorials before calling a professional for minor repair jobs. Armed with a basic $30 tool set, he learned to fix minor plumbing, wall patching, and basic appliance care himself. Learning simple DIY maintenance skills saved him hundreds of dollars while building genuine self-reliance. Alex realized he was paying a 30% premium simply for brand-name logos on basic, everyday store products. He tested generic store-brand versions of painkillers, pantry staples, cleaning supplies, and paper goods. He discovered that the active ingredients and manufacturing standards were identical to the expensive name brands. Swapping brand-name medications and kitchen staples for generic alternatives saved him $50 every month effortlessly. Recognizing that marketing hype inflates prices helped him focus purely on actual product value. Weekend social activities were a massive drain on Alex's budget, often costing $100 per night on drinks and entertainment. He began organizing potluck dinners, outdoor hikes, game nights, and local community events with his friends instead. He utilized his local public library to access thousands of free books, audiobooks, and streaming media for zero cost. His social life actually improved because these activities allowed for deeper connections than noisy bars provided. He spent half as much money on weekends while having significantly more meaningful experiences with friends. Whenever Alex received unexpected money like tax refunds, work bonuses, or birthday gifts, he used to spend it immediately. He changed his rule. 80% of any financial windfall went straight into his investment portfolio immediately. He kept the remaining 20% for guilt-free fun, balancing long-term wealth building with short-term gratification. This system prevented lifestyle creep, where spending automatically rises every single time income increases. By capturing windfalls before spending them, his investment account grew exponentially faster over time. At the start of every month, Alex assigned every single dollar of incoming income a specific job before the month began. Income minus expenses, savings, and investments always equaled exactly zero on his monthly planning sheet. If he allocated $200 for entertainment, that was his strict cap, forcing him to prioritize what truly mattered. Giving every dollar a designated purpose eliminated mystery, spending, and random bank balance drains. This level of intentionality transformed money from a source of anxiety into a precise tool for personal freedom. After 12 months of applying these smart spending hacks, Alex had saved over $12,000 in cash. He invested that capital into low-cost index funds, compounding at an average annual return of 8%. Over 10 years, that single year of savings will grow to over $25,000 without him adding another dime. Over 30 years, compound interest turns that initial $12,000 into more than $120,000 of passive wealth. Small everyday spending adjustments don't mean living a restricted life. They unlock your future financial independence. Remember the ultimate psychological trick I promised to share at the start of this video? Whenever Alex was tempted to buy something non-essential, he stopped translating the price into dollars and started translating it into hours of his life. A $100 jacket didn't cost $100. It cost 5 full hours of his hard work at his hourly job wage. Asking himself, is this item worth 5 hours of my life? Instantly eliminated almost all impulse spending on the spot. Which of these 20 financial hacks are you going to try first this week? Drop your answer in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more real-world wealth strategies.